Today, I'm going to prove you that this watch is scamming me and actively sabotaging my runs. But more on that later. Now, let's see how those runs were the last week, shall we? I'm done with the run now. Community run went pretty smooth. Worked out just fine. I'm proud of myself for once just not running too fast and actually sticking to my 6 minute per kilometer pace that I set out to run. It's pretty spot on the 6 minute mark, so easy starting off and easy finishing. Now it's time to see what tomorrow brings and how my legs feel. See you tomorrow, maybe, or in the next run. I don't know. So how does one even get scammed by a watch? You see, I as a runner find it very, very important for me to know which pace I'm running at. Because if you're running for several times a week, you might want to differentiate between those runs and you might want to set out different goals for each run, and that includes running at a different pace. So if there's one thing that a running watch should get right, it's the pace, right? Haha. And that's what I thought. Now have a look at this. Now I'm gonna play that clip from the beginning. We're starting out with a time of 13 minutes and 50 seconds at a pace of 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Now I'm gonna slow this clip down for you so you can pay close attention to those parameters and how they actually change over the course of the next seconds. You see it's going up 6:55, 7:05, 6:55, and then 7:05 again. Oh, it's going to 7:20 now, 7:15, 7 minutes, 6:50, and then 7:05 again, and then 7:20.
Bullshit?
So now that we have established that the data, the pace data that this watch is giving me is
Bullshit?
I can already hear you say, you know, who cares about the pace data? At least you have the kilometers after each kilometer where it's telling you how fast you're going. And that is right, isn't it? It is not. You see, that is where the actual scam is happening. And I'm going to prove exactly that. Typically, I'd like to think that I'm a fairly decent runner. What up, guys? Patty's back. Just kidding, but I am back running. Goal for today, I'd say about 8 to 10 kilometers. Nothing too crazy. In the hopes of being able to run next week and getting back into my plan. So I'll keep you updated on that one. It's going great. Jokes aside, it's Tuesday. I haven't ran yet, so I don't know how the plan is going. But one thing I can assure you of is that my calves did not feel as bad during that run. That's the update. Back to you. That's it for now. It's a beautiful day. It's a little chilly, hence the jacket. But as you can see right now, it's also sunny, perfect running conditions. That's what I love to see. Let's go. Typically, I'd like to think that I'm a fairly decent runner. Wow, that was rude. Anyways, as I was saying, I would consider myself a fairly decent or experienced runner at this point, so I do know what it feels like to run at a certain pace. I do know what it feels like to accelerate and decelerate while running, and I also know what my body feels like when I'm running a certain pace. And let me tell you, my body did not feel like running a 7-minute pace on Sunday. And here's proof that obviously I didn't. So this is my pace data of the run that I did on Sunday. And as you can see, the first kilometer, we can kind of leave that one out because I was running that one with my mom and her boyfriend. So we were just starting off very, very slow, which was good for me too. But as you can see, kilometer 2 through 6 all average something between 6 minutes 30 and 6 minutes 10, adding up to an overall average of 6 minutes and 20 per kilometer, supposedly. But let's have a look at the heart rate data that was gathered on that exact same run. My heart rate stayed in zone 5, so well above 176 beats per minute for over 12 minutes and 50 seconds. Now usually zone 5 for me is somewhere around a 5 minutes 15 to a 5 minute pace per kilometer. That is where I enter zone 5. And that makes sense because that is actually exactly the same pace I was running at when I was running at my best pace. So how in the world do I keep running for over 12 minutes at a heart rate that puts me at 5 minutes per kilometer or something in that realm, and still manage to average a kilometer time of 6 minutes and 20 seconds per kilometer, not having a single kilometer that is faster than 6 minutes? See, that doesn't add up for me. That is bullshit. That is just super hard because you keep pushing yourself, maybe even to a point where you can't hold that pace for very long, and the watch still shows you that you're at a 6 minute pace. I don't know about you, but this is bullshit. Oh my days, sometimes I just sit here wishing myself back into the days where the watch was actually working and where I could just plan my runs and, you know, have a great time while running. I guess these times are only up in these videos.